Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another Empire Wars casted game. And we're here with Lash, going to be playing as the Holy Roman Empire, up against State, playing as the French. And we're here on a brand new map. That's right, we're here on Golden Heights. Now, you may recognize this map, because this is actually a competitive map for EGCTV. We've seen it in Golden League, we've seen it in Road to Red Bull, I think. And Red Bull itself. So it's a map we've seen for a long time, but it's been officially added. It's had a few little tweaks. We can see a big wood line used to be here on the community map, but no longer here. It's been sort of moved to the edge of the map, which I kind of like. But we're here with Empire Wars, and we've already got some interesting development here because State is going to be moving out for a dock. Now, this is usually what we'd be seeing on the community map, right? Well, it's what we'd be seeing on this map usually, right, for both civs. But we're playing Empire Wars, and we start off with a lot of villagers, 30 villagers, right? So Lash here, he's not going to be moving out, it seems, for a dock. He's going to be going for just straight up to feudal age, so State, but he's not going to be investing into the fishing. And I think this is going to be really interesting with Empire Wars to see how this develops within time. How, you know, do players look to go for water early on when playing Empire Wars? Is it more beneficial to just stick with your land economy and get some early aggression onto the enemy? We're going to have to see, because I think Empire Wars, genuinely, I think this is the future for Age of Empires 4. I'm not just saying that because it's the YouTuber thing to say. I genuinely think this is the more exciting way to play Age of Empires 4. I was playing it earlier on today with Drongo. We were doing some 1v1s. Maybe it's on his channel. I'm not sure if he's uploading them, but they were so much fun. Like, the game felt faster, but I didn't feel like I was missing out on anything. It just felt so natural to play it. Like, the flow of it was just amazing. So I do genuinely think that this is going to be the future of Age of Empires 4. I really hope it is. And I hope the developers put a lot of effort into balancing Empire Wars. I hope it's in ranked. We don't know if it's in ranked yet, but I pray that it is, because I think this game mode is genuinely awesome. But we see here from Lash, he's going to be immediately going into farms. Looks like he's going to be going for the fast castle build. Whereas State, he's looking to invest some into water first, getting a few knights out, it seems, as well. First knight going to be heading towards Lash here. Lash may want to get up a little wall here. I mean, we got the Burgrave coming down. It's going to be a Burgrave. Now, I was playing up against Drongo earlier, and he did this build with the Regnants. Lash actually losing a villager right there. Yeah, so Drongo was doing a build with the Regnants, and he got up at like 240 with it, and started picking up relics, and there was nothing I could do. I mean, I had like 2 knights out. I was playing as the Roos. But like 2 knights isn't enough to deny 3 relics coming back. And then Drongo immediately had knights coming out after that as well. So then I was just behind. And it's absolutely crazy. I think Holy Roman Empire is definitely a bit busted at the moment in Empire Wars. But we're gonna have to see how Lash does with the Burgrave. But at the moment, not looking too pretty. 10 builds behind, losing out on a ton of vills here. Just going to be committing here. Prolate getting in, healing up the villagers. Spearman coming out, should be able to take down this Royal Knight, but that's a lot of idle time, a lot of dead vills. Stay almost ahead by 15 eco units right now. And we're 4 minutes into this game. Like, oh man, this is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. And State is on high income units right now as well. Oh, not high income units, high income food sources. So, he's got the fish, he's got the boar. He's looking very happy right now, but State, he is up against Lash in the Castle Age, and he's got the Burgrave. So State's gonna have to be careful. If I'm him, I'm probably thinking about walling, maybe potentially walling this side of the map, maybe even this side, to be honest, because if Lash starts to pump out some metal arms and they're in your base, he can do a lot of damage as well. I'm sure that's what Lash has planned here. But for the time being, he's just gonna be pumping out these spearmen. Spearman going to be a great call here, obviously, up against knights. And I like this call before going into the men-at-arms. We do see them coming through now. Spearmen have been upgraded to the hardened phase. May want to grab the Veterancy upgrade for them as well. But I mean, struggling a little bit when it comes to the gold. It looks like more villagers and a prelate going to be going down there for Lash. Lash not in a good position right now. Down by 20 vills. Ouch. That one hurts. That one really does hurt. So, Lash is certainly going to have to do some damage to State here. State, he's only had the 4 knights. He has lost a couple of them, but he's really been able to do a lot of damage here. Now State is going to be edging up with the Royal Institute. Lash, he's starting to build up a mass here. We got the veterancy upgrade coming in here for the men-at-arm. So, State could be in a little bit of trouble here. Still only on the 4 knights. More are in the queue though. Archery range being dropped down. Probably going to be looking to go into Arbitrier. Which, by the way, despite how busted they seem to be, they have been buffed. They have been buffed. Why have the Arbitrier been buffed? I have no clue, but they have. The Pavis ability now gives +1 attack. Which, why? I don't know. Maybe the devs thought, oh, we're not seeing that ability being used enough. Despite the Arbitrier being an absolutely busted unit. Let's buff it even more. So, that's what they've done. So, I can definitely understand why State's looking to go into Arbitrier. But the question is, will he be able to actually make them? The landmark being denied here. State unable to get to the castle age right now. More and more units being rallied into the base here. Plenty of men-at-arms coming through. They also have the heavy maces upgraded, meaning they do have the bonus damage up against these Royal Knights. +1 ranged defense is in for Lash as well. Able to take reduced damage up against the town center. And it looks like State is going to be able to rush up this landmark now. Almost completed. That's going to be a couple more dead villagers, it seems. It is indeed. We can see that. Quite a few vills going down. Lash managing to equal up the deficit by quite a bit right there. You know, he's only down by, what, 15 vills now? Which, I mean, is still substantial, but he's managed to equal it up a little bit. And that's what's important. He's also got lots more pressure coming on right now. Lots of men-at-arms rallied towards the base of State. And State has been idled for quite a long time right there. You see, he was idle in the TC, now idle off the gold. So, Lash is not looking bad. Lots of walls being dropped down for him as well. Just to protect himself from the knights. Looking to put the focus onto the front line here where his army is. Spears also coming out. Needs something to deal with these Royal Knights as they have now been upgraded to the veterancy. Cancelled saddles also coming in. I'm sure Royal Bloodlines will be on the way soon. Cancelled saddles is actually such a good upgrade as well. It's able to get in that extra damage upon a charge. Can be really, really important. Especially when you're up against heavy mace upgrades. You just want to keep on charging these units. Not let them get any attacks onto you. So just charging in and out is it's always a good call. Arbitrier numbers for State starting to grow. I'm going to say that he's only got the 1 on the field at the moment, but more are on the way. Don't you worry. Arbitrier starting to take down the spears. No Gambeson's upgrade in yet for them. Definitely an upgrade you want to grab when you're up against Holy Roman Empire. Just for that melee defense. And +5 melee defense for Arbitrier is just crazy. I mean, you're basically reducing the damage of this whole army by 5. But each unit -5. It's crazy. It's crazy. But State going to be able to pick off some reinforcements here. Lash is trying to find some villagers on it. That's exactly what he's done. State, no textiles in for him. That's going to be some dead villagers. This is exactly what Lash needs. And he's also going to be able to pick off these Arbitrier here, which yet to have Gambeson. Oh, wait. Is Gambeson's in? I don't see Gambeson. Oh, he's coming through from the Royal Institute. That's why. So it's not in yet. So they did get taken out pretty quickly. Villagers also getting taken out. Lash only 10 economic units behind. But stays in the base again. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The wall was almost up. But that's going to be some more dead vills. Luckily for Lash, he's got plenty of spearmen here. Those knights should be able to get taken out pretty quickly. Fishing ships for State. He's up to 10 now. So, I mean, Lash, he's only behind by what State has on water. And Lash at the moment is also looking to pick up some relics. So, Lash is actually doing a pretty good job at recovering. He was looking pretty rough earlier on. But he's looking really, really strong now. Especially idling out 21 villagers of State right now. More archery ranges going to get dropped down here for State. Leaving enough room here for a keep in the future. You see those men-at-arms just being so annoying. 15 idle villas here for State is pretty substantial. Knights also cleaned up for State. It looks like Lash is pretty happy now. He's got the walls up. Looking pretty defended from the raids. Now going to be dropping down some stables to deal with the Arbitrie. Finally, those men-at-arms do get cleaned up. Wall coming down from State here. Going to be able to buy himself some time when round 2 inevitably comes in from Lash. Though saying that, he's only got the 9 spears down. He has got 4 prelates out bringing in the relics. 3 relics coming in to the monastery for him. Triple stable coming through from Lash. Maybe Lash wants to think about a keep, possibly. Start to siege down some of the buildings here. I think that's what State's thinking about now. Lots of villagers there. 18 villagers on this stone. I would assume for it to be a keep here. Mainly for the discount, right? Let's see if he's grabbed the upgrade here. This is some of the new upgrades here. We have a little sneak peek. Merchant guilds. That's a new French technology for late game trade, as well as long guns. That's only a naval upgrade right there, but still something to bear in mind. If a State ever gets contested. But I mean, this is more of like a full water map upgrade. But anyway, the reason I'm here is for enlistment incentives. I'm sure he'll be looking to grab this upgrade. It's a super cheap upgrade, really, for the amount that you save. You basically, knights become like they become like 105 food and like 75 gold for a single knight. It's pretty crazy. So I'm sure we'll be seeing that upgrade with the keep being dropped here as soon as State can afford that. But for the time being, both players looking to just sit in their base. And there it is. Enlistment incentives is going to be coming in there from State. So it's something that we've been seeing a lot more of. Players looking to utilize this. With the keep going to be coming down shortly, I would assume. Stone outcropping is going to be fully used up right there. Now villagers, where are they heading off to? Not going to be building a keep? Oh, yeah, there we go. Mining camp going to get deleted. Boom. Keep. Nice. So, Arbitrio, we're going to have to see how much the discount is for all of these units. Because it's going to be quite substantial. Lash at the moment. I mean, he's still behind by 14 builds, right? But he's got the Sacred Site. He's also got 3 relics. They're not Regnant's relics, but they are still 3 relics. So he's got to be feeling alright about this. Maybe not the best position. I felt like you're going to start to put some pressure onto State relatively soon. Because look, 105 food, 75 gold for a Royal Knight. And then 60 food, 30 gold for a Arbitrio. It's crazy. This is going to be one of the best buffs about the French, right? Or not buffs, best bonus about the French, right? But Lash, decent mess at the front here. State is going to be moving out. He does have his Gambeson's upgrade in, but even with that Gambeson's upgrade, unfortunately, with a mass like this, yeah, that's not really a fight you can take. Gambeson's is a good upgrade, but not this good. We do see there, Lash able to take a great fight there. Exactly what he needs. Lots of eco upgrades in for him, as well as lots of blacksmith upgrades, which State is lacking a little bit. Where is his blacksmith? Here it is. Yeah, he's only got okay, he's I mean, yeah, you get the melee attack upgrades for free, right? But he's got Iron on the Mesh as well as the +1 melee defense. Royal Bloodlines now going to be coming in. Oh my goodness, did we have a chop through? We had a chop through. State is through. Oh, that's going to be some dead vills. Poor Lash. Oh, cheeky State right there with the build. He's looking to chop through even more. Lance Connect's coming out of Lash here, as well as more spears. He's going to need to build the mass up here. No Royal Bloodlines in yet for State, but I mean, his mass is enough here to just kill these spearmen. I think he just wants to focus down the builds, to be honest. But at the same time, Lash is looking to push in on the left-hand side here. He's also mining quite a bit of stone. We'll have to see where he looks to place the keep. He may look to place it on the front line here, or he may even look to place it in the base. But I'd expect it to be on the front line. We're going to have to see, though. Boom. There it is. Called it. Outpost. Taken down. State. Looking in a little bit of trouble over here. I mean, he's got quite a few knights, though. 7 knights. He's up to a grand total of 11. I'm not sure where the other knights are. Okay, they're over here. They're over here. Arbitrary numbers looking pretty decent as well. But Lash is over here. He's got the Prolate with him. He's got a few of the upgrades for them. Inspired Warriors being one of them. Arbitrary going to be retreating back here. But I mean, the number here of cavalry looking pretty strong for State. He's going to get constructed now. Lash. I feel like his numbers are slightly better than State's here. He's also got the blacksmith upgrades, don't forget. It looks like Lash is just going to be committing to this fight. Probably a good fight for him as well. Horseman going to be wrapping around the back onto the Arbitrary, while the men-at-arms and the spearmen engage onto the knights. State losing out a lot of his military right here. The keep is going to get up. I'm sure we'll see a siege workshop drop down shortly behind this as well. Lash now going to be retreating back. A lot of horsemen for him did go down, but the keep is up, and that's what's important. Army value for State at a much higher cost. Almost 1,300 resources higher. We see that Royal Institute is going to get focused down. Arbitrary here, able to focus down those units. Horsemen, not in a huge mass here for Lash. Springwood emplacement comes through on the keep. The Royal Institute does go down. Now State is looking to head towards Lash here. State has enough here. He's got the keep. He's got the arbitrary. He's got the TC. He's very happy just sitting back here for the time being with those units and letting the cavalry do the work. Because that could be some dead units. I mean, Lash, he's keeping up relatively well, but yeah, this could be bad for him if the knights get through. And Lash, he's producing a lot of spears right now. He's currently pop capped. Okay, he's got more houses. Rushing those ones up, definitely important. You want to get out these spears as quickly as possible because that's a lot of knights. And they've got royal bloodlines in. This could be actually terrible for Lash. He's going to have to pull back the army. That is indeed what he's doing. Definitely what is needed here because this mass of royal knights is absolutely huge. It's up to 30 royal knights with royal bloodlines in. This could be bad for Lash. See here, State at the moment attacking the fields. Needs to focus down those vills. More vills getting taken down. Lash not looking pretty. It looks like the knights are now going to be retreating back with Lash with his army arriving. It looks like those knights are doomed to die. But I mean, yeah, that was great value right there by State. He's managed to keep most of his army alive. In saying that, he's now going to be chucking a few of them away. But yeah, managing to keep alive most of his army here. And just keeping Lash idle for so long right there. So many builds moved away from the food. And actually taking out quite a few builds as well. State up by quite a few at this point in time. No siege workshop yet for Lash on this front line. We see State just going to be taking the fight here. Okay, this is somewhere where Lash can definitely have a comeback if State decides to throw away his army. Oh, that feels bad for State right there. Losing so many knights down to 24. I mean, that's still a decent number. State, what are you doing? What is State doing? I feel like he needs to just click back to the base. I feel like he's just forgetting to click far enough because look at the trail of dead bodies right there. State losing out on so many units. The arbitrary do arrive now, focusing down the landsknechts. Now the royal knights should be able to just take out the rest of the army here with alongside the arbitrary. And Lash, he's just going to be edging up. This is a comeback potential right here. He's managed to take out quite a large force of State's cavalry. We've also got a siege workshop being dropped down on the left-hand side here. Plenty of wood, plenty of gold for a trebuchet. And if this Palace of Swabi gets up and Lash can survive for the next 5-10 minutes, he's going to be ahead of State. And that is the comeback potential Lash has right there. He's definitely not out of it yet. But he needs to hold on against State here. State looking in a very strong position still with the mass that he's got. Palace of Swabia about to be completed. State, he's here. Lash has decent numbers of spears, but will need to get out even more. Maybe even just looks to rush up the elite upgrade for them. I think that's probably a good call. Let's see if he does it. Not training any more units. Lash, I feel like... Okay, there it is. There it is. Elite Spearman is going to be coming in. And State. He's looking to stay here, bringing some more knights around to the wood line. You see that elite upgrade comes in from the Burgrave. It just trains so quickly. So with that, Lash should be able to hold for the time being. It's going to be able to slowly catch up in vills. Needs to queue up some vills though. 17 food. 6 seconds a vill. Lash trying to get some raids off as well. State here, building up some rams. State still looking extremely strong right now when it comes to his military numbers and his economic units. But definitely a comeback chance from Lash. He just needs to stick with it. He needs to try and hold on for as long as possible. Get out as many villagers from the Palace of Swabia as he possibly can. 4 rams now for Lash. Going to be heading towards that keep. Not many units here though for State. Felt like Lash may be able to just focus it down here with the vills. But it looks like State is going to be retreating out of the base now. We got a little bit of a chop through here from State once again. Going to be able to get the evac on the way. We see here the Rams do get immediately focused down by Lash. But I mean, look how quickly State has managed to remass here. I mean, he's still got State up to 30 knights once again. I mean, it's just the power of the French here, right? With the decreased cost. I mean, you're paying... these guys cost less than a Mongol Keshik. Yeah, if you haven't seen what that unit looks like, do check out a video on it, because they're pretty crazy units. But State here. Definitely going to be able to take out this keep. If I'm Lash, I think cancel the upgrade and just try and evacuate the vills. I mean, your units are on the way, but I feel like 19 spearmen here isn't going to be enough for 30 knights. And you got to remember, they do have royal bloodlines in. But yeah, 4 rams here. Is going to be able to take out the keep before that upgrade comes through. And with that, the knights are going to be falling back. But this is definitely a fight State can just take here. He's got a decent number. He's got archers in here as well. Interesting choice. Arbitrary 8. Yeah, we just see here State just absolutely shredding through Lash's army. Despite Lash having the counter here and being an age up with the elite upgrades, the Royal Knights are just too much. They're just too much. It looks like State's just going to be cleaning up the whole of the base here. And just continuing the flow of units here. I feel like the fishing has really helped out as well. State having to resort... How many fishing ships does he have here? 18. Okay, that's a lot. That's a lot for this map. Usually we see like 5, 6, maybe like 9. 18 is a lot. But State is going to be able to clean this up. Even more rams are on the way for State. He's got a lot of stuff here. It looks like he's going to be pushing into Lash's base. Lash still behind when it comes to the economy. Needs to just keep on pumping units out of this Swabia. He's still got... I feel like there's still somewhat of a chance of a comeback here for Lash. He just needs to hold this push and try and get this Palace of Swabia going a little bit more. But we see State is through. And this is where Lash has to make his hold. His final stand up against State. Arbitrary numbers. Archer numbers looking pretty strong here for State. More and more units coming out from the Burgrave. Pumping out those elite spears. But the question is it enough? Lash. It looks like his army's just being obliterated right there. Unfortunately for him. Despite being an age ahead, the French in Empire Wars are looking pretty damn strong. And with that, GG gets called. Lash going to be tapping out. Let me know what you think of Empire Wars down in the comments, because I think it's absolutely crazy. If you did enjoy this, please do feel free to leave a like and maybe even consider subscribing. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.